So I ghosted my boyfriend on New Year's Eve, and I have not spoken to him since. Before I get into this, I just want to say that me and my boyfriend, we have been together for a year. Well, almost a year, 11 months. A year on February 2nd, we will have been together. Okay? My boyfriend is also 34, grown man. He also is a homeowner, has a pretty good job, and also has a business that he's starting. So
I'm
let's
like a
start there,
great
right?
guy to me.
So recently, I obviously, like you all have known, I've become unemployed, and I have not been able to find a job. I have put in like 30 applications a day. I've got nothing, like barely even an interview. I've gone on 2 interviews, so I've been literally struggling, and I no longer have the funds to afford these bills. Okay. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna keep it together for this. I'm not gonna get stressed out. I no longer have the
Why was
funds
she about to
to
cry? I'm
afford
so
these bills.
confused.
It's something so crazy about having hundreds of thousands of dollars one day and then the next day having nothing. But that's what's going on right now. And so I am vulnerable with my man, and I go, hey, I'm gonna
Where'd
need
the
to
hundred
like
thousand
stay with
dollars come
you
from?
for a
What did
little
she?
while I get myself together. Like, I don't have anything on the rent. And so I'm gonna need to move with you while I get myself together. Mind you, I said he has his own house, his own 3 bedroom apartment in a nice neighborhood. He also has a best friend. His best friend lives with him, mind you, and has been living with him for however many years that he's like lived there, almost the whole time he's lived there. And so I'm like, if his best friend can live with him, why not his girlfriend, you know? So I'm like, hey, I need a place to stay.
Wait, I'm confused. She says that she had hundreds of thousands of dollars, and she says her boyfriend, right, has his own thing. He's had a roommate who's been staying with for years. Where is her money? I'm confused.
Which honestly, in hindsight, I should have even have to ask for that. He knew I was struggling. He should have said, "Hey, let me take something off of your plate. Like, come stay with me so that you can breathe and get this." If he really
No,
cared
you
about me, he
sound
would have said that, but
financially
he didn't. He
irresponsible.
sat there and he watched me struggle, and then watched me get to the point where I was like, "Hey, I just need a break. Like, I'm literally so depressed. I'm losing my mind. I can't find anything. Can you please help me?" And he said, "No." He said, "No." He said, "No, you cannot live with me." Mind
As
you,
he
living with
should
him
have.
is free. Doesn't cost him anything. He said, "No, I can't live with him." At first, he goes, "Oh, I like that we have our own places to retreat to when we get into our arguments." And wrong answer. Number one, when we get into arguments, we never leave. Like, we stay in the same room and we continue to talk it out until we work it through, which I think is a really good habit that we have and a really good green flag that we have in our relationship. Yes, do we get into arguments? So does everyone. Yes, do I lose my cool? I'm a woman, but I rein it back in and we figure it out, and nobody goes home. So that's a weird thing to say. We've never even done that. Second of all, that's like a problem to me, not a solution. When we get into arguments, we should not be leaving, because what happens when we get married? There is no way to go. We
I
both live
don't
in the
think
same
that's
house.
gonna happen.
So maybe that's not a good habit to start. Being that we have not started yet, maybe let's not start that now. On our very first date, I told him that I wanted to be engaged within a year. I said, after a year, I want to be engaged. He said that's plenty of enough time for someone to know whether or not they want to get married or not.
It
This
seemed
is what
like he
he said.
knew, and he made that
We
decision.
have talked about it, I shit you not, probably 10 times throughout this year. And never once did he say, I don't think this is going well enough for that to be a realistic goal anymore. Never once did he say, hey, like, let's pump the brakes. I don't think that we're doing that well for it to get to that. So I'm thinking we're doing well. We're on schedule. After a year or a year and a half, we'll probably get engaged. Then he goes, I don't think I want to live with someone again until I'm married to them, which is some new boundary that he literally just made up, because he's never said that the whole time we've been together. And I go, maybe it's not a good idea
They've
that
never
you live with
stayed
someone
together.
after you already got married to them, because what if you guys are not compatible to live together and you don't know that until after you're already married? Then what? That's really dumb, actually. And so I'm like, okay, that's a completely new thing, but granted, it's been a year. We set our goal for a year. Are we going to get married? And he goes, no, that was your goal. Since when?
Listen, I don't know if she is creating a scenario in her head, but this man never seemed like he was serious with her. Am I tripping? Y'all tell me in the comments. Am I tripping? He don't seem like he was ever on the same page with her.
It was just my goal. It was my goal, but like I thought we were in agreement because you never said that we weren't in agreement. Clearly, I made all this up in my head, and this was never a goal.
I just
I
said
just thought
that.
it was a goal because I continuously talked about it, and he never said that it was unrealistic. As a matter of fact, he said the quite
Oh,
opposite. That it was a realistic goal to have, and never once, as we neared to the end of that year, did he ever say, "Hey, I don't think we're close to being married." So imagine my surprise when he says, "I don't think we're close to being married. We still have things to figure out." Because a couple of nights ago, I got super irritated at him and yelled at him and told him to leave my house. And apparently, that's enough of a reason for him to be like, "Whoa, I don't want to marry her."
that's a big reason.
All right. So yeah. And so I said,
Not gonna lie, I think this man completely dodged the bullet. She seems to be a little bit unstable. He talked about having hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know if she was counting his pockets and making it hers, but considering that he had a roommate for years and they were still staying together, um, I don't understand why she thought she was able to move in with a guy that still has a roommate, not looking for anything long term. I feel like she created the scenario in her head and then she kind of said it without saying it.
"Hey, I'm actually scared that I'm going to be homeless because these." I said, "I'm actually thinking I'm going to be homeless because I don't have
This
a job."
crowd
And
don't
he
look
still
too
keeps
real
coming,
to
and
me, but I'm not judging.
I can't do it no
Shut
more. I'm
up.
tapped out of resources. And I think I'm gonna end up, if you don't let me live with you, I'm gonna end up in my car, living in my car, something like being actually homeless. And he goes, "Well, plenty of millionaires have lived in their car before."
That's not funny.
What the
That is not
fuck?
funny.
So basically, he said, "Yeah, no, I'm not gonna help you. I'm sorry that you're dealing with this. I know it's hard, but basically, he told me that you never really do have anybody to depend on, and you come alone in this world, and you are your own person, and you should be your number one priority because nobody else is going to be dependable." Which I translated
I
to,
like this guy. He got
he
his
is not
priorities
someone I can
right.
depend on. Why would I ever marry someone that I can't depend on? I'm a dependable person. I've had friends that I've let stay with
Sound
me,
dependable.
that I've given a place to stay for free, that I've been able to like say, "Hey, you can lean on me. Like, don't worry about nothing. Take a break. I got you." So if I can be dependable to my friends, you can be dependable to your girlfriend. It's not a crazy concept. Yeah, we do come in this world alone, but relationships are the whole reason of everything. You should be able to depend on the people around you, on your community. They should be people that you can say, "Hey, you do owe a responsibility to the people you love and the people you care about." And apparently he doesn't think that way, and I don't think I can be in a relationship with someone who doesn't think that way.
Listen, she keeps saying she don't think she could be like this man been left. She's so delusional at this point. She still think that she had a chance for the this man ended the relationship. She is still there mentally thinking that there's a relationship. He's made it abundantly clear that hey, whatever they started with, it ain't what it is now. And she's still creating this crazy narrative in her head that this man was gonna marry her. I don't think he was ever gonna marry her. I think that she liked it, everything that this man had going on, and in her mind, she said that this is the man that's I'm gonna be with forever. And they were never that serious. Because this man had a roommate that he's been staying with for years. And he made no transition to move to come on, man. Like, listen, I'm gonna wrap this up. Y'all tell me y'all thoughts. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. I want to know y'all thoughts about this because I'm a little confused. Is she delusional or am I just misunderstanding? Tell me.